Hello there. We are doing a little bit of night fishing in Dredge. I mean, I don't think there's any issues with it. You know, we're just kind of chilling out, hanging out, and oh my goodness, that's a giant effing monster that's below me. I think I might be in trouble. Oh, yep, and he definitely got me. Oh boy. Oh, he got me again. I can't get away. I think I can do it. Huh. Yep, that's how the cookie crumbles with that one. So, hello, this is RunningRobert, and welcome to Dredge. This is a uh, narrative horror fishing game. I never thought I'd put that in all into one, um, but it's definitely one of the best games of 2023. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go to a new game at the moment, just so we can kind of get a little bit of the story. We are going to skip the intro. You can see that by yourself. It's pretty simple. I will crash on the rocks and almost die, and then be saved. So we will be in the town of Little Morrow to start. Alright, so there is, like I said, narration, some investigation. I did want to show you some of the beginning parts of what the horror of the game is, because unfortunately the game takes a little bit of time to get started. So nothing wrong with it. I just was trying to make the video, and I'm like, this is not really conveying the late stages of the game. So that's what we're going to show you, kind of like the end of it right there, what you have to deal with. But now we're going to show you the beginning, and so we'll go from there. So the morning light fills your eyes, and you try to sit upright. You're lying in the cold, wet dock where you collapsed the night before. A short man is shouting orders at a handful of workers disembarking from a boat nearby. The man notices you. Mayor, welcome to Greater Morrow. I must say, quite the dramatic impressions. I see you've already introduced yourselves to the jagged rocks along the bay. Did you not see the lighthouse? It was shining right at you. Ah well, I'm glad to see our new fisherman upright and breathing. Your boat was hopelessly damaged, but I've had a few of the locals move your things to one of the older vessels. We'll catch up later to discuss more details. I'll let you get out there to catch some fish. See if you can fill your cargo while you still have bearing in the light. Finally, I don't suppose you need to say this, but get back for sundowns before the fog rolls in. Keep a close eye on the time. It can really creep up on you. So, we have our tab over here, which kind of shows us like our pursuits, which is catch fish. The map of the area. You will explore all of this, so it's really a good size map to do. And we'll go ahead and we'll undock for the first time. So movement is pretty simple. Like, it's just kind of WASD. Rotating camera, also very simple. So we'll go ahead and we'll catch our first fish of the day. So a couple things to look at. We have our time of day right here. So it's 6:45 a.m. on Monday, day one. How much money we have, and what our boat is looking like. So we can go ahead and start fishing. Obviously pretty simple. As you hit the areas, fish pull faster, and you get it. If you miss the areas, you'll lose some strength far right. So we'll go ahead, get those guys. Time will go as you're fishing, so you're not the quickest fish to catch, but... And then at the end of fishing, you'll see the stock's depleted. So, you know, you can only do so much stock at a time. We have a little boat icon here we can inspect. The flowing buoy serves to mark the safe passage past dangerous rocks and weird hazards. Very nice. Its dim light provides a brief respite in the gloom of the night. Okay. Gonna get that. Oh, there we go. So we're gonna go ahead and go for our next set of fish. Try these. So, we don't actually have the right fishing for this. At the moment, you just start with coastal. This is shallow, so I can't fish these people out at the moment. So I will kind of move on. Go over here. There we go. Fish. So when you see those yellows, you get a size fish, like a bigger fish. It's worth more. It's a trophy catch. It will not happen every time, but it does happen. So it's all good. We're going to rotate the fish so we can fit as many fish as possible. So this is part of the game. So if you really are like, hey, I'm not sure about fishing or stuff like that, maybe not quite the game for you. Nope, that's shallow. Can't fish him. And I think this is probably going to be our last one for the day. Yep. Another coastal, which is the same kind of little blue mackerels that we can catch. Oh. And so, like I said, you will be staring at this screen probably a lot to do the fishing. That is a majority of the game. Okay, probably. Let's see. I can fit one more fish in there. There we go. Okay, and then just so I saw, you have a little bit of a story. So these are pretty much just around the area. We can pick them up. They will provide us select item. You go to tab. You can look at the cabin, and there's a message. And these messages will give us a story that you need to know. But we've catch our fish. It's getting close to the end of the day. As you see, the sun is going down back there. So let's go ahead and let's head on back. I can toggle. Oh, that was the wrong one. I wanted to get my light. I can toggle this to kind of get a little bit better light. You can also look at spyglass to kind of figure out what fish are around there. And if you can actually catch them, we can look around that. Yeah, see, I got oceanic. I got some coastal. I got a little bit of everything. There will be different fish at different parts of the night. Or different, you know, one day, one night. So that's always good to know. So we have done our first fish. You see a little eerie glow that we will be investigating that fairly early on. But for now, we are just trying to get home. Got our first fish. It's about 8 o'clock at night. It's been a busy day. Wonderful. Okay, so you step onto the dock at Greater Morrow. The mayor is waiting nearby. Ah, I see you've returned in one piece. Very good. Before you head off to town, we should discuss the matter of your boat. As I mentioned earlier, your old boat was too badly damaged to repair. However, I'd be more than happy to sell you this replacement vessel. It's yours to own. I understand that you might not have the necessary funds on hand, so we'll consider it a loan, but I want you to make it easy for you. Until your debt is repaid, a tiny portion of your officials will go towards paying it off. A small amount of interest will go towards improving the town. So to recap, you need to sell the fish, repay the debt, keep it going. Yep. Okay. I've again sold the fish when they're still heads, so we had the fishmonger here. You enter a squalid shack on the fringe of the marketplace. The familiar smell of fish fills the air. Flies buzz haphazardly around a downcast man behind the counter. You're the new fisherman, eh? Surprised they found a new one so fast. Well, what happened to the old one? Takes a certain kind of person to last out here. It's not life for everyone. Anyway, to business. I'll pay for the fish. Bigger and fresher means more. Some species are also worth more too. Other islands might pay differently than what you have. Let's see what you got. Okay, so to kind of give you an idea, so these cod, 18, 19. The nice one is 21, so a little bit more. We can just sell all our fish by hitting F. You see the debt adjusted there. And then we'll return town, and the mayor is standing outside the fish store. Excellent work. I have no doubt you'll be able to provide for this town. Look here, I found this down by the docks. I'm sure someone like you could make use of it. Why don't you take it? Research parts will be for upgrading. We'll get that a little bit. And one last thing, our local shipwright mentioned she might go to make some modifications to your ship. You should pay her a visit. So we'll go to the shipwright. As you walk past your shipwright making repairs to a badly damaged hull, she looks at you briefly before turning back to her work. You must be the new fisherman. I can make improvements to your vessel. Mind you, I'm not in the business of doing favors. Payment is upfront and everything takes time to install. Also, if you take damage from the rocks or any damage at all, I can patch it up. Mostly. She shrugs and gestures towards the hull she's currently attempting to repair. A number of wooden boards as well above the waterline are splintered and scratched. Take a look. Just remember, the bigger the equipment, the longer it takes to install. So, you can kind of see here. Right now, we just have this coastal line. So we could actually buy a shallow line. It's only $75, which we do have. Or we could wait just a little bit to buy a better shallow line that helps with our fishing speed. We do have engines that we can buy, which are extremely useful. That we are going to go ahead and put one of those up now. Trust me, you want an engine to begin with. Nets and other lights we don't quite have at the moment or enough money to, but it is okay. Let's go ahead and get out. This is kind of the research that part he gave me can use to get other stuff. So we can use this to get our hydraulic pump, which we'll need later, but not now. But now we sleep. Time will pass. Sleep helps control like panic, which we do have coming up as we're fishing. Let's see, now we're gonna go out. We're gonna see what else we can catch. I see another bottle out there, so we'll head in that direction. Let's see, if I remember correctly, we could not catch this. So our first couple days are really spent in this area. Like, it just how it is. There we go. Let's see what we have here. 1, 2, wonderful. Let's hit some of these. Blue mackerel. So again, like I said, when I said the game starts a little bit slow, this is generally what you're doing to begin with. So, make it a little bit better here. I can pull more. Oh, we got a nice fish there. Look at that. Okay. And then you can see as my stock is getting low, it will deplete. If it depletes, then I can't use it anymore. And then we have to move to the next one. I generally didn't have any issues depleting stock, but you might want to do something different. There we go. Bad boys. I know they are worth a decent amount of money. Okay. And you will have different, like, fishing, I guess, games is the best way to say it, depending on where you are. So it's not always going to be like this kind of thing. I think we get one more fish in my hole before I'm pretty much out of space. Yep. Okay. So, full day of fishing. We're going to head back to town. Again, like I said, this game does start a little slow. So just bear with me for this little part. You can see at the end, you know, it gets a lot more terrifying and horrifying as you continue on. But right now, we're just going to stay in the Morrows and just do a little bit of fishing and stuff like that. Okay, so let's go ahead. Dock. Okay, so let's go ahead. Fishmonger first. I've had a special order come in from a customer. If you can fill it, I'll pay above normal prices. 1 Gulf Flounder, 1 Great Eel. You need to have a rod that can do shallow to catch these. Right now, we don't have that, but we can sell all of our fish, $151. 22's taken, but 165, which we know if we go to the shipwright. Hydraulic pump right now, a little too expensive, but this other shallow weighted line, we can buy. Let's go ahead and put it in there. And we are in good shape. $3 remaining on our debt, but we're going to rest. You can fish at night. There are different fish. We'll probably do that a little bit in the next one, just so you can kind of see it. A hunchwoman approaches you from the steps of the lighthouse. She stops some distance away and looks with you with concern and visible apprehension. Why are you here? Come to fish. There's nothing here for someone like you anymore. Do yourself a favor and move on. She turns and shuffles back along the path that leads to the light. Okay. Nope. Mayor had something for me. We'll go over here for a second. Oh, do you have something? Okay. Just the person I was hoping to see. Will you be selling to the east towards Little Morrow? I would like to give you a package to the dock worker there. So we'll take a package. The mayor hands you a small damp package. Dockers will pay you on delivery. Please be quick about it. I don't want it to spoil. Don't forget to check your compass, your map if you get lost. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's go do that delivery first. Yep. I do enjoy the game graphics a lot. Like, it's simple, but it's just very, like, pleasant and elegant to see the islands and everything like that. So definitely very positive in that respect. Music's also just super nice, relaxing. We are going to head to over here to Little Morrow. So that's greater. This is little. Let's see what's back here. The delivery. Let's see here. He tears a small hole in the paper and peeks inside. You can't say for sure, but it feels like he's shielding you from view. Yes, nice and fresh. That'll do nicely. I'm to pay you, I suppose. He hands you some money, $25. I'll like it. I was given this old book a few weeks ago, but it didn't make much sense to me. You'll surely get more use out of it than me. He pulls a crumpled book from his pocket and hands it to you. A large number of pages are folded over. Keep it in your habit. Perhaps you can read it while you're on the water. Stop by for a chat anytime. I know how lonely it can be. We go to that book at the moment. We can actually read this book, and this will help us do quests as we're out there. Pretty simple. There is a trader in town. He gets good that we'll find. We're not going to worry about that too much at the moment. Let's go ahead and let's see if we can catch these better fish out here. Now I can actually... Oh, wow, that was a miss. Get these stingrays. And they are very much larger than the other fish I've been catching. So we're not going to be able to actually put as many on the boat. But they're worth a whole lot more money. So I think actually I only get 2 of them. That is Bornwood. We won't be able to get that yet. There is something out there, but we're not going to worry about that at the moment. We're just trying to catch some fishies. Let's see. Oceanic. That's a shark down there. Can't get that. I remember correctly, I think these might be more of those same little flounder eels. We'll find out. Go ahead, let's see if we can fish anybody up. Let's see if I can actually make space for him. I don't think I can. We can put him here. We can actually play with space if needed. Let's see what I can. Yeah, he just takes up space. Nope, I don't think I can get him. So we're just gonna have, like I said, if you can't get him, pretty much all you have to do, we're just gonna discard him. We'll go return our 2 monster fish, because that is what we're looking for at the moment. We'll fetch a very good price. I'll go here. Okay, fish, yep. Okay, so these fish, like I said, 107. Each of these worth $50. So pretty good. Ah, that is the end of Vedette. The mayor's walking quickly towards you. He seems in a good mood with a spring in his step. Fantastic news. Thanks partially to your efforts, Great Morrow is growing. Our tarn is sure to be swarming with visitors any day now. In fact, I've granted consent for the shipwright to expand her facilities. The old dry dock is operational again. I've also allocated some money to improve the fishmonger service. He might have something to talk to you about soon. Keep up the good work. We're glad you've chosen here with us. Dry dock is where they can make improvements. And click through this stuff. Come on. The improvements are you find what you need, which is like scrap or lumber. To do that, we need that winch first, so we're not there yet. We're just going to go half. We're going to undock, and we're going to continue fishing for the day. Like I said, I know I need some Gulf flounders, so we're going to go pick them up. And that will probably bring us to night, so our first night fishing of the day, of the night, of something. Okay, so they are not quite... Ooh, I got to... There we go. Look at that. Rofi fish. We like it. Okay, so it's completed. Let's see, that is still, I'm looking, so there should be at 6 o'clock new fish. Merge. It might be here. Yep, here's some eels, I think. Oh, so of course, another little game. Boy, I'm really terrible at this one. There we go. They are a little slimy, but a little different pulling system. Again, I don't have a lot of space for them. We're going to go ahead. We're in good shape for the moment, though there is, looks like there's something in there. I'm not going to try to maneuver there at them. Let's continue this, this fun fishing. Okay. Right to the fish. Okay, have you got any fish for the order? Yes, I do. Okay, so I have an eel. And I'm not going to give him the good flounder. I'm going to give him the best other one. So $56. Good, they should be pleased. I got another order, a couple squid, and a whole black grouper. Okay. Oh, and I got another book, which is always good. We're going to sell the rest of these fish. Not bad. Like I said, we're just going to head out again at night. Let's see what we have to fish up. It's a very rainy night tonight. Some fishies here. Oh, I think these are our little squiddies. I'm gonna catch them. They're really easy. There we go. They don't take a lot, but don't take up a lot of space. Okay. Oh, and the fog is rolling in. There's something in that, so let's see if we can actually move in. There we go. Inspect. Ah, the lighthouse above the waters crashes endlessly against the perilous rocks below. All creatures, humans or otherwise, would have broken bodies against... All creatures, humans or otherwise, would have their brittle bodies broken against the thrown feet. You ponder the intrinsic value of the structure, a vast column of stone. Show the responsibility of countless lives. How long will it stand? How long until it decays into ruins? Its purpose exhausted. Lighthouse towers above. Okay, so... Let's see. Gonna move out. If we see, I see a couple little fishies here. I think these are black grouper that we're looking for. Oh, we got 2 of them. Exposure to fog and uncertainty increases panic. Both lights and sleeping will reduce it. So that is that little panic eye at the top will move and cause us issues as we kind of get out there. Oh, I think I got some more here. Oh, these are the eels. That just gets me. Okay, let's try this one more time. There we go. I can't really fit that many eels in here, so that's what we're going to get. But you can see kind of the early game does give you a little bit of an advantage that you don't have to worry about panic as much. Creatures coming after you, giant monsters, all the above. So it is pretty nice. Go here. Again, fishmonger. Have you got any fish for that order? I do, I believe. Let's see. I got the grouper. And I got 2 of the little squiddies. And $81. Wonderful. Okay, you didn't think I had it in this. Been to talk to you about a new business friend. I've been considering crab pot. I've got one here. In fact, it's a bit banged up, but if you could fix it the ship right. Okay, we'll grab it. Just drop in the sea, come back, and get crabs. Okay. Let's sell the rest of the fish we have. Yep, this only lasts for 2 to 3 days. Doesn't really get a lot. But we can go with that. But now the money. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to do. Let's see. I do have the $400 now. So, one thing we can do. Let's see, you gotta move stuff around a little bit. We can install this, which is gonna help us move to the next little bit. Oh, there's a way to put it in storage. Come on. Oh, I guess maybe I don't have storage on this yet, so we might have to discard this at the moment. Yep, okay, so we'll just discard this at the moment. Up to storage, middle button. There we go. That's in storage, middle button. So this now is going to be able to do oceanic pumps. Let's go up. Okay, we're not going to worry about the crab pot right now. But we can actually do our first major fishing out here with those sharks. Let's catch one of them. I'm sure they will fetch a good price. Yep. Okay. That's only one. Huh. But also with that, we can actually get, see if I can find one, like debris, which will help us upgrade our boat. Okay, now, nope, we need a dredge for that. My bad. So we have that. Let's look around, see what else we can find. What these fishes are. Oh, good. Just the simple coastals. We can actually hunt them. Not get rid of that one. There is some kind of like management depending on kind of what you want to catch for that day. Oh, we did a book. We'll go to the bonus in a second. Okay, so that is now depleted. Okay, so let's so 10% chance to not reduce fish stocks from catching a fish. Great. So we can move on to that book. Books are just automatically read. No issues with those. Let's go ahead and let's move on back with our shark. I guess it really does want me to do this crab pot. Really does. It's like it's not gonna let it go. So let's see, crab pot. There you go. It's off. So hopefully it will be able to catch some crabs. That'll be super helpful. Go. Sell my shark. Come on. Yep. Let's see. The shark is worth $100. Great. Okay. Let's see. Shipwreck. She pulls a book. Everyone's giving me books. Okay, so let's see here. Nothing at the moment with that. Research. Let's see. Rods, engine nets. Nothing at the moment. I gotta remember how I can actually pick up some of that stuff, but I just do not at the moment. So we're just gonna keep on fishing until we see. Oh, Green means that we do have something in there. So, I'm gonna go ahead. We're just gonna do our favorite fishies, though there's not much left there. Okay, so let's just go ahead and we can just continue to catch. We got a storm brewing. Okay, that has been done. Okay, turn our light on first. A little dark. That fog is rolled in. Yep. Oh, that needs stuff to be dredged. So sometimes, like I said, when you have the fog rolls in and you just cannot see anything, it's sometimes just worth it to just head back, get some sleep. Cannot do shallow at the moment because I've taken that away. Let's go ahead and head back here. Okay, so those fish are sold. Dry dock. Yeah, we don't have any of those at the moment. And the shipwright doesn't really sell much for me at the moment. I could get another light. Could be useful in this kind of storm, but I'm gonna wait for that. So let's go ahead and rest. And let's see if we can find that one last thing I'm looking for and go from there. We will undock. We're gonna head out of our cove a little bit and do a little bit more exploring. Okay, let's see what we have going on here. Oh, I see a big ocean fish right there. That's always nice to catch. That's actually a good spot for them too. Oh, you have two of them. That's $200 I will like to have. Oh, there is something wrong with this fish. Tendons and sinuses stretched over the fins of this bloody predator. Powerful jaws are clad in exposed muscle. That is terrifying. We're going to go bring that back. I'm sure someone's going to want that fish. So you will find those deformed. I'm going to go with deformed fish. Hitting around. Obviously, you want to... There's several species of it that we can find. Best to bring them back for sale. They get also a good amount of money. There we go. Let's stock it up. Okay, fishmonger. Yes. What is it today? You hand the grotesque fish to the fishmonger. He grins, raising the fish up to the face before inhaling a deep, shuddering breath. Ah, now this is the sort of specimen to liven my day. I wonder. He runs his finger firmly along the linked fish as though feeling for something. He pushes from one side of his stomach, and a small shape can be seen against the bulging scales. Slices the fish open. From its stomach, he pulls a small piece of fabric and spreads it on the counter. It's a delicately patterned handkerchief. Well, I've never seen this before. That before in my days. I'll give you that, and I'll pay you for the fish too. Not the first corrupted fish I've seen these parts, so make sure you'll find a way long before. I'll pay you as well you find them. Okay, so we can go ahead and just do that. Got a lot of money for it. And there's how our story progresses. Okay, a man is looking through your window cabin. His face is mostly shadow. I know what you took to the fishmonger. And I'll be clear. I know he extracted an artifact from it. I need to inspect it, but not here. Meet me on Blackstone Island. Head out of this bay and cut south. I have a business proposition that you'll want to hear. I'll be waiting. Now, I mean, scary guys telling me from windows to head there. Why not? Let's go ahead. We can go this way. We're going to go ahead and get our fish net to it at the same point. It's blinking green, so I think it is done. We'll fish that up. Jackpot. To get a fish. Okay, well, it's only one. We're just going to pick it up. So, and Blackstone Island for the map is over here. This is actually where we'll get our trawler from, or dredge, to actually pick up some of the stuff. And then at that point, the story takes off to what you can do. Oh, let's go ahead. We're going to come here first. Go ahead and dock. Head to the ruined mansion. The man is standing in the doorway, watching you approach. He's holding an old book in one hand. It's bound in crimson and silver ribbons. You came. Good. Allow me to introduce myself. I am a collector of many things. Art and artifacts, treasures and truths and curious that occupy the periphery of desire. And you have something for me. You give the handkerchief to the collector. He holds it up to a flickering light and studies it. These patterns are unmistakable. Even after all this time, the handkerchief comes from an old ship I've been searching for. It sank many years ago. It carried items of great importance. As you can imagine, retrieving them is proving to be challenging. That's where you come in. My proposition is, I will outfit your vessel with an equipment that will let you dredge the wrecks and dark depths. Find me this lost relic, and I will reward you in ways beyond all imagining. You need not give up your fishing career. I merely need a few hours with your vessel to make the necessary alterations. What do you say? I will accept. An excellent decision. I'll prepare your equipment immediately. Okay. So we have a dredge crane that have been asked. The relics we're looking for are a ring, a necklace, a watch, and a music box, and a key. I would encourage you to ask around town about shipwrecks or other strange occurrences, anything that might be worth investigating. Turn to me when you have something. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to look at it a second. So now we do have the dredge crane that we have. So let's go ahead and we can go back to, I think one of the things I was looking at, I just have to remember where it is. I think there's one right over here. So the dredge crane helps us get like boards and stuff that will help improve our ship, and also mysteries of the deep. Go ahead. So we'll start training. Training again, it's just another little mini game that we'll have to do. And we got a piece of cloth. You can see what you're kind of picking up over here. It will change. There are really 3 major components. There's the cloth. That's the bleed. Oh, and it got really dark really quick. Oh, and some scary music. So let's head back to town. And I think this is where I will leave you. So, again, you've seen the first little bit of the game. Again, it does start a little bit slow. But after this, it definitely will pick up. So, I would definitely, like I said, this game is just worth picking up. It has a lot. We're going to be heading out to that mysterious little thing later, just to start. But for the moment, we're just going to dock. And then what we do, oh wow, everybody. So the dry dock. Remember what you can store. So these require some items. If you look at the item, this one requires some cloth. So we can go ahead and put it there. We can put that one there. And we can be done. So we're almost there. We just need a piece of wood. Going from there, fishmonger. We do have some of that order. We have a little crab. We don't have a bigger crab. Oh, we have a little crab. All right. And no fish to give for today. And then all of a sudden we have a whole lot more people who are trying to talk to us. But like I said, I think you've gotten a good impression of the beginning of the game, and you've seen a little bit of the later game. If you've been this far, hey, 1, buy the game. It's really that good. 2, subscribe, like, do all the things that can help me out. That'd be awesome. And thank you very much for listening and watching. And I hope you have a wonderful day.